Recently online, I've been seeing a lot of Barry Harris piano guys, and they're playing this move that he's teaching on one of his videos that you can find on YouTube, where he takes the major six diminished scale, so C6, borrows diminished notes, two of them, then goes up to the diminished, goes down the scale and drop two, and then plays the 5 chord, the D7, with a flat 9, flat 5 sound. And then he goes to a different key, so here would be B flat 6 diminished. Same thing, 2 5, that's a G minor to C. Then one more, maybe F minor 7, which is A flat 6 with the borrowed diminished notes. And then he goes diminished, A flat 6, diminished, A flat 6. And that's a really pretty move, but that's not the only thing. So when you learn that, you should also remember, you should learn the actual diminished, major 6 diminished scale, and learn that it's pretty much just C6 and diminished, or whatever key you're in. It's just going to be major 6 diminished, major 6 diminished. And we're borrowing notes, learning how to borrow. Oh, that was stuck. Okay. Learning how to borrow them. So, for example, that's a move that Barry taught, but he's also talking about we should learn how to play the whole scale, learn how to play different things on it. So what if you went, or how about this? So here's the diminished notes and here's the 6 notes. So instead of going like that, it's just that, and you're just borrowing 2 notes for each chord. Right? That's one way. Another way is, what if you started on a different sound, a different part of the scale? What if it was? What if you didn't borrow that diminished note? What if you borrowed another diminished note instead? So how about this? What about that? Or what about take it up the scale? I like that. So what about the next key? That would be, here's a diminished note. Take it up the scale. And that sounds, make sure I get it right. That was B flat 6. Borrowed. Then diminished. That's right. And then B flat 6. Right, so that's how you might work out something. And then the more you practice it, then the easier it becomes. Other things that you might try, how about doing short chords like a close voicing, and that represents the A minor. So G would be B flat 6. And then F minor is A flat 6. And these are borrowed diminished notes. Instead of doing that, you're just borrowing some of the notes, 2 of them. Right? And so if you can do that, what about taking the same idea but moving it up the scale? So how about, so that diminished always sounds like it needs to be resolved. So how about It's interesting. So that's keep going up the scale. And you don't have to move only the top and bottom note. You can discover what if you borrowed. What if you moved? You find out which ones you like. Oops. Right? There's so much you can do on it. So enjoy having fun playing around with that. And it all came from just listening to people online saying, learn this Barry Harris move. But yeah, you should learn the scale. Learn that move, of course, but also maybe take that move through the scale. So instead of doing that, how about from here? What about... Okay, I better stop. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped to give you some ideas. And I would recommend, finally, my last thing to say is check out things I learned from Barry Harris, Chris Parks. Of course, there's probably other really awesome Barry Harris educators online. I don't know who they are. I've seen a few like pianists who had learned from Barry Harris, and they're cool too. But I've taken Chris Parks' classes. I've gone to his Zoom lessons through Open Studio, and yeah, he's the man. So that's why I mention him. I don't have a rapport with the other guys. I know Chris, and I'm really grateful for what he teaches. So go check him out, and I'll catch you later.